Okay, let's do this thing. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. This is the go home show before Extreme Rules this Saturday. I keep forgetting these shows on Saturday nowadays and not on Sunday, but St. Paul, Minnesota, and man, this crowd was dead through a lot of this stuff. But then again, I can't blame them for being dead for a lot of this stuff throughout the show tonight. We kick it off with Judgment Day, which I'm convinced at this point that Dominic Mysterio looks like a waiter at Olive Garden. I know we got a Finn promo talking about Edge and I Quit match coming up and whatnot, and they were just talking. Even my friend would say they all look like restaurant managers, and Finn is the head waiter out there. Even, but especially Dominic just looks like a waiter out there. And I know the fans are chanting, "Who's your daddy?" And now he says, "My dad is Dominic." His dad is Ripley and wherever that's going at this point. They end up going against AJ Styles and Rey Mysterio, who continue to look just like I have got to say they have made these guys look real weak. I get it's part of the story, but man, they have just made them like Ray. I'm like, man, how many times can Ray lose to these guys every week at this point? It ended up with him getting distracted with Dominic and Ripley taking him down, and then Balor ended up getting AJ Styles and hitting him with a coup de grace. AJ was say like, "What happened? Why weren't you there? You weren't there." Ray took blame, but AJ pushed him. Balor didn't start beating up AJ and the rest of them. They just started jumping him in. And so why aren't you listening to me? Why aren't you listening to me? So basically, they're putting just more heat on him and whatnot because it's just put more heat on Judgment Day, because see Edge didn't show up outside here like last week. Which when you think about with Edge, it's like if he was gonna come at the end of the show, and I get it last week, why didn't he come help anybody else when they were all getting jumped by Judgment Day? Like think about that. Bobby Lashley was in the back. Mustafa Ali wanted he's tired of waiting in the back and want to be number one and whatnot. He wanted to be at the front of the line, so he wants a match for the U.S. title tonight and everything. So we'll see how that goes down. The Bloodline was in the back. Jimmy and Sammy telling some jokes. Jay said we need to take care of business for next week. They end up running to the Street Profits stand. Montez is hurt apparently. He's got like a boot on and whatnot. I didn't even know he was hurt. But basically, they started making jokes. Jay said you better watch who you talking to and whatnot. Dawkins says, "How about I break my foot off in your ass then?" And Sokoa says, "All right, I do it myself." But it's Dawkins says, "All right, we can do this later on." Um, so that was gonna go down. Bobby Lashley went against Mustafa Ali. Wasn't for the U.S. title, but it was a match, which honestly, I'm surprised this went even this long, to be honest. I guess they trying to make Mustafa Ali, I guess show hard out there, but then again, should Lashley be taking this long, you know, going against Mustafa Ali? Like, we barely see this guy on TV as it is, but, some would say, Triple H will push him, because of the black and gold thing, which he wasn't really in the black and gold thing. Yes, you can say that he was brought to 205 Live and Cruiserweight Classic, but how many years ago was that? And the last time Mustafa Ali was on here wasn't him and Cedric Alexander tag team, so I don't know what happened to that. Wasn't bad anything, but I don't think Lashley shouldn't have went that long against him. Um, Stepping up curb stomping Lashley then after that, clearing the ring, which, Rollins talked about the fight pit, which at least they actually showed a video package, because I don't really know how many people even know what the fight pit even is. Unless you've watched NXT, then you'll know what the fight pit is, which Matt Riddle has been in a fight pit before. Okay, so, you know what I'm talking about. But, he says he's going to show Riddle, like he showed Cody Rhodes. I'm the most dangerous man in this industry. He told Riddle to scoot on out here and whatnot. Riddle basically came out for the fight pit match, which was a no contact clause and whatnot. But Riddle says, "Yeah, don't worry, man. I'm gonna kill you this Saturday, okay? And I'm gonna sing your song, bro, 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 and whatnot." And then next thing you know, Ron said that Daniel Cormier's a fan of his, so he's gonna have my back this Saturday. And he gets a nice singing voice because I'm sure you're sending your kids to bed at night, but oh, well, you can't see your kids anymore, can you? Okay, you're gonna need that big. That's why you need this big money fight, because child support is expensive out here. But Riddle says, yeah, your breath's kicking, dude. And listen, Range choked you out, and how many WrestleManias have you headlined? Oh, none. Your wife Becky's headlined WrestleMania. You're playing Seko to Roman and to Roman and Becky and everything. Like, you just come second place all the time. Daniel Cormier did show up on the screen. I don't know how many people actually knew who Daniel Cormier was. Him being a special guest referee, I wish they would have brought him there. But him talked about, he says he's one of the greatest UFC champions. He respects Riddle. They come from the same world. He's always been a fan and admired Rollins and whatnot. But he said, it's only going to be one man standing in the fight pit. He's here to call it down the middle and whatnot. He would see them both in Philadelphia. So I don't know how many people know who Cormier is. I know Cormier wanted to work with the WWE anyways at some point. So, good on him for getting this gig with them and whatnot. Because I know he's always talked about interest in, trying to be in pro wrestling right now. I don't know if he'll wrestle a match or anything, but the fact they have Cormier here is pretty good though. Candice LeRae was talking to Bianca and crew. They wished her good luck on their match against Dakota. The Miz was talking to Maurice about his big birthday celebration next week. He doesn't know where Tommaso Ciampa is. I don't know where Tommaso Ciampa is also. But Dexter just appeared, and we'll see more of that later on. Candice LeRae went against Dakota Kai. Nobody really cared, honestly. Damage control is not over, and this isn't the first time you're going to see damage control. You can get a lot of damage control all night, and I can see why a lot of people may have turned the channel from this at the same time. So yeah, we get a lot of damage control, which they have Dakota Kai come, go over. Thanks to help with Bailey and the rest of them. Just generic heel stuff, but my God, it's like they get no reaction out there, like zero reaction. And Dakota Kai and them end up winning and whatnot due to help. I don't know why Bianca and them didn't come for the save anything. Kind of wonder that, especially when they were all just kind of good looking at our match. But like I said, we're gonna see more of damage control and whatnot. Johnny Gargano was walking. I guess he saw Miz and Dexter right there, and Miz woke up with a drawing, and Gargano said that's not good. Where is this Miz and Loomis thing going? It's pretty funny, but at this point, where is this going? Literally, where is it going? It just makes no sense anymore. It's like, okay, he's just choking him out. What's the point of this? Where is this going? I know they acknowledged Antonio Inoki. Um, Johnny Gargano went against Onis. I said Onis. Otis. I'm sorry, why did I say Onis for? Otis. Austin Theory was out there on commentary. Otis ended up getting a win due to the distraction. Gargano getting hit behind with the Money in the Bank briefcase by Theory and whatnot. Otis hit the power slam on him. They all started trying to jump Gargano, but Strowman came out and basically took out everybody, which you got Strowman and Gable in after that, which was not that bad. Especially, Strowman, not Strowman, but Gable doing a damn moonsault and laying on his feet out there. Even a big German suplex on Strowman was pretty cool too. Strowman ended up winning the power bomb, but I gotta say Gable looked pretty good out there going against Strowman, so that wasn't bad. Um, Next, I know they went to talk to Lashley. Lashley says he's going to take out Seth after Riddle's done with him for the title next week, so he wants a piece of him. Bailey and Bianca came out for their contract signing, but Bailey talked about this. I see all these EST shirts, and I remember when people used to wear my shirts. I remember when people, the old haircut, the Bailey buddies, all of them and whatnot. But then they stopped caring, and my career spiraled. Okay. All right, I was something before. I used to be like you. All these people loved me, and then they all turned their backs on me. Then, Bianca basically told her to shut up, and we signed the contract. And Bianca said, "I stay ready and whatnot." I'm something that the fans do connect with her. But Bailey said, Io and Dakota will be Extreme Rules by my side, and ended up showing up beating up Asuka and Alexa Bliss. Then Bianca tried to go for the save. Bailey stopped her, but Bianca threw her away as she went to the back to check on him. Then, which she made it back there, but Asuka was taken out. Bliss looked into the camera saying she wants to face Io Shirai tonight, so that was gonna go down. Um, the Bloodline came out, so Sikoa going against Angelo Dawkins. Not a bad match out there. I know it's the usual Jay and Sami Zayn arguing with each other out there several times, but Sikoa did end up getting the win onto Angelo Dawkins. Like I say, Dawkins did a dive out there too. Not bad at all. Definitely not bad. That was pretty good. So not a bad match out there. Edge was there to cut a promo. He was in the back. He kept bringing up about his family. He talked about how he was forced to retire and how he came back damn near 9 years later. And it's been difficult since he returned. He's not looking for sympathy. And he's put a toll on his family and everything when he wakes up in the morning and his wife and kids see him and whatnot. Don't know if if he can able to walk him, maybe he's insane or selfish, but he can't apologize. But he talked about how he created Judgment Day. He knows Ray can't help him right now and due to his son and whatnot. But he said he has to be a one-man gang. He created Judgment Day and now he has to stop them. And he says Judgment Day can't hurt him enough to make him say he quits because he says he's ready to go to war. So interesting. Edge brought up his family a lot too. Could that mean something? I don't know. As they went over for Raw next week, I know they would have DX back with no Billy Gunn. I guess Tony didn't want to let the New Age Outlaws come back or let Triple H borrow. Then again, Tony Khan's at war with Triple H right now, as it is anyway. So yeah, he's really not messing with the WWE right now since we've already seen how it's been going for the past few months now with them. Honestly, I'd rather see DX out here because I've had enough of seeing Damage Control. I don't need to see Alexa Bliss and what was it back since a couple weeks ago. Alexa Bliss is back in the main event against EO. I did not really care for this match. Like I said before, Damage Control is not over. Why was this the main event? Did anybody care? Not really. EO won, and listen, they try to do their best to get heat on the heels by having Bailey and them take them out. Oscar even tried to come for the save. That didn't work, and they started beating them all up with ladders before they all stood tall. Like I said, I'd rather see DX out here than more Damage Control. Okay? I'd rather see them. At least it'd be a bigger pop. At least it'd be a good crowd reaction. This was not it. Okay? Bailey and Bianca, I do want to see the match this Saturday. I just don't give a crap about the rest of the anyone else out there. I don't give a crap about control, damage control, damn near said control alt delete. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. This segment was whatever. I don't think anybody really cared in the end. Like I said, it got a few boos here and there, but it didn't seem like nobody cared in that last main event segment. Okay, like come on, the beat now was okay. I'll say that. But other than that, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Hood 890. I'm out here. I'll see y'all guys then. Peace out.